Okay, welcome to a 30-minute upper body flex. We're just going to do a tiny joint warm up because we actually warm up and strengthen each joint as we go. If you haven't already got a band side to side within it, if you haven't already got a band, you might want to pause it and run up and grab it so that you can finish warming up properly. Shrug your shoulders. Man, I love my dog, but when he does this, he's like, he must just love you, Michelle. For those who don't know what's going on, Michelle is live online with me, and this is her yoga mat. It's pink. We're reaching over the top, pulsing, alternating sides, thinking about warming our lats up, so really pushing the opposite direction away. Good boy, buddy. And push away at shoulder height. Push, push, push. And reach for the feet. If you want to get a bit more bouncy, you can. I think he's trying to go outside, which always happens when I start recording. Okay, we're going to do chest, so standing up, looking side to side. We're focusing on trying to keep the hips fairly still and just moving our chest side to side. Core is on, pelvic floor is on. Something to think about as we go is, I'll show you side on, you guys can stay there, is often people have their hips extended out. You want them tucked in. So just toilet roll. Even we do our hip circles, keep the hips tucked in. And we'll go the other way. Because it's winter, we'll do some butt kicks, so you can stay facing me. What we want is, we don't want this shape, we want our hips forward, kick our heel to our butt. Hips forward, looking forward. We're thinking about warming up our quads, and then we're going to get into our upper spine stuff. I'm watching the clock today because I don't usually run half-hour workouts. So I've listed some things that I think are the most important to do. And if you have questions after, do let me know. And I always have notes because I've got ADHD. So our first one is a spinal roll down. I'll show you super duper fast. And then we're going to, this is about warming up and strengthening the spine. So a spinal roll down, if you want to reach up, you can, and extend the spine. And then we're going to lower the crown of our head down, knees are soft, and roll the spine down. Thinking about it being vertebrae by vertebrae. If you don't have the strength to walk out, you can just walk up, walk it back up, roll it back up and down. Crown of the head. We can all do this. We'll do it one more time. And if you need to stay here, you can, rolling it up vertebrae by vertebrae. It's always a hard thing to say. Crown of the head down. And then we're going to put our hands to the mat if we can and walk it out. We can hold a little plank. We can do a little push-up if we want to. We don't want to sag through here, and we can walk back up. If you're able to do two more of those, please do two more of those. I want to give another variation to beginners. So rolling back up. You can actually do the same on the wall. So walking back over here, push the wall away, come back, roll down, come up, and push. My hands are not forward of my shoulders. They are forward and to the side. Couple more on the ground. Just do one more so we can all get back in sync with each other. Walk the hands out, hands to the edge of the yoga mat. Gentle push without sagging the hips. And what we're going to do is, everyone is going to come to the ground. So if you were standing now, you should use something to help you get to the ground. That's fine. On your knees, we're going to come to our chest, and I'll show you the next one. This next exercise in the sequence is I write 5, 5, 5. We do 5 lifts, and then a hold for 5 seconds. Release it and then hold it for 5 seconds, and we usually do that twice. So I'll show you quickly. My elbows are parallel to my shoulders, and I'm going to try to lift my chest up. If I need to push my hands into the ground to help, that's okay. That's a step one, but really what we want is a chest lift with our hands off the ground, and we do that 5 times. So let's do it together. 1, core is on, pelvic floor is on. 2, push the feet into the ground. 3, 4, 5, and hold, push the feet into the ground. And down, release and relax. and come back up and push again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to do it again, but what we're going to do is do a little child's pose first, release the back, and we're going to do our 5 repeats again. Elbows next to shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and relax, and come back up and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. The third part of every sequence that we do, we always warm up and strengthen. 5, 5, 5, and then we do a static stretch. And I've put my clock way too high, so you guys just stay there for a sec while I get my clock. We're going to do our holds in our 30-minute workout, just for 30 seconds. So you can watch me real quick. We're going to basically do the same thing. You can either do Cobra, which is elbows stacked under shoulders and pushing up under the head toward the ceiling, extending, or push the hands into the ground. You'll feel a bit more pressure in the low spine with that one. It depends what your goals are. So I'm just going to do Cobra. Ready, steady, up we go. I'm watching the clock. We're doing 30 seconds. We want to breathe in, big belly breath, crown of the head extends toward the ceiling, pushing the ground away. Big belly breaths. We have 10 more seconds to go. The extension is pushing the hands into the ground, pushing the feet into the ground. Some people really want to get their back bends and stuff. For us in pole, we want to be able to reach back for moves like Superman. So that's it for that back warm up. Pushing back to child's pose. Give yourself a bit of a hip wiggle side to side. You can do some cat-cow if your lower back's a little bit sore from that. Now, the process with our flex and upper spine class is that we want to be able to move our upper bodies. So we actually want to release tension in our chest and our shoulders and our upper back as well. So our next one is a shoulder flexibility. So I'll show you it really, really fast. Sometimes I mix things up just to change things up a bit. Sometimes we keep it simple. Today we might keep it simple. So I'll show you, it's pushing the arms back. And that is to increase flexibility through the shoulders. There's lots of ways to do this, but we can make it easy by doing, just warming it up by pushing. We can strengthen it by adding a band. You want this one to be kind of easy, and you want the band to be really wobbly. Feet are hip width apart, the band's under my heel. Core on, shoulders back, and we're going to push back. So we're just going to do like 10 to 12 of those. You don't have to use a band. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go my next 5. We'll just do 10 without the band. We really want to warm up that shoulder joint. And what we're looking for specifically is we're going to be pushing back to increase our shoulder flexibility, to be able to reach things and stuff. So our 5, 5, 5 is the same motion today. We'll do a different one at the very end. So you can use a band or not, but we're going to swing and push. So let's do it together. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and really push up, 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 up. You can make it harder by interlacing your fingers and pushing up, 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 up. And release. And push it back again for 5 seconds. I'm going to interlace my fingers. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, progression photo, see how far away my hands are from my bum? Progression photo is that distance increasing. Give your shoulders a little roll. We'll go some swing side to side, thinking about warming our shoulders a bit more. Some shoulder rolls. And when you do our 5, 5, 5 again, so 5 pushes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and push. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And this time I'm going to interlace my fingers with that push back. So right now my hands are against my I forgot that's called. Lower back, we'll call it. Back, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big belly breath. Now we're going to do the next one seated. You can either do the same thing and just hold it for 30 seconds, or you can do what I'm going to do for something different, which is a seated shoulder extension. This can be a little bit tricky, so if it feels too weird, go back to what we just did, but hold it. So I'll show you first. Digging my heels into the ground. I'm on my sit bones. My fingers are going to face toward my bum, and I'm going to lean back. And the trick here is we want to find our stretch. So we might move our bum away from our hands, and I can feel that in my shoulders now. We might sink our elbows down, and whoa, I can feel it. So starting on your sit bones, fingers pointing toward your bum, shoulder blades in our back pocket, core is on, and we're going to scooch our bum away from our hands, sink our elbows back till we find that stretch, and now we're going to go 30 seconds. Big belly breath. Keeping that stretch on. My bum is pushing away from my hands and my elbows are pushing away from my bum. Big belly breath. We've got 10 seconds to go. Actually, it's more like under 5, over 5. Big belly breath. Sink those elbows down, push the bum away. I'm digging my heels in to help me with that. Big belly breath. Good job. Whoa. Can't feel that tomorrow. Okay, you might want to grab a little drink quickly. Okay. Our next one is our chest. So we've just done a whole bunch of our shoulder stuff. And what we want to do is strengthen our chest. So if you have a band, we're actually just going to lie down and do a chest press using our band, or you can do a normal push-up. So a chest push-up is hand in front of your shoulders and then out to the side. So I now have this box shape, and you can do that against a wall or on the ground on your low thighs or your toes. For something different, I'm going to show you a chest press using a band. You can also do this with weights. What I'm doing is I'm putting it across my back, and we're warming up our chest first, and we're aiming for that box shape still. So my elbow is parallel to my shoulder. I'm going to hold the band in the palm of my hand and squeezing it. It's kind of tricky because it's not a barbell, which does make it a little bit harder, but we're going to aim for pushing our fists up above where they are now. And it's just a gentle chest warm up. So let's do 10 of those, or 6 to 8 to 10 push-ups, whatever you feel you can muster. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I'm counting on my fingers now while I talk to you about why we're doing this. If our chest is tight, it's going to bring us in hunchy in the front. If you're trying to do upper back flexibility moves, especially if you're a pole and you're trying to do moves like pretzel and stuff like that, you need a bit of upper back flexibility. If your chest is tight, you're not actually going to be able to do those moves. Or if you've got pain in your upper back, that's like 10. If you've got pain, just one more for good luck. If you've got pain in your upper back and you're hunchy, you might hold your phone like this all the time. And you need to correct it, but this shape is going to tighten your chest up, and tension generally is going to tighten your chest up. So you want to open that up, and some chest flexibility is definitely what helps with that. Now this is another swing and hold one, and then we're going to use the wall or a pole to help. We can do it seated or kneeling or whatever. I'm going to stand up just for shits because we're going to be standing in a second. I always move my glasses around. I really want eye surgery, so I don't have to put them on and off all the time because I break them all the time too. Okay, our swing back is this. You can see if I go side on, I don't have much flexibility to bring my arms back. And that's to do with my chest, my shoulders, my upper back. So we're going to swing it back for 5 and then do our 5-second hold, release, 5-second hold. So let's go 1, push it right back, pushing at this back end. 3, 4, we're not moving our hips, it's just our arm. We should feel a bit of a stretch in here. 2 more, 4, I may have miscounted, sorry, 5, and hold, hip back, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, give it a little roll. We'll go back again for 1 more 5. If you want to push against something, you can push against a wall. I'll show you over here. So we can push and get more stretch by doing this. 5, 4, 3. I can feel that in here a little bit. 2, 1, and release. We're going to do our other side because this is a double, like one side, two side. We're only going to do one, but I'll show you another way to stretch the chest at the end. So 5, 4, really push it back at the end. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use the pole, but you pretend it's a wall. I'm going to push my arm against it. I might need to turn. Push my arm against it, and then turn. The foot that's near the arm will come forward, and the other one will come back, and you're going to twist away from it. You can do that into a wall as well. To me, that feels better. That's more than 5 seconds. And this. So we're going to do our 30-second holds now. And we're going to do these bent arm ones. I need my little clock. I think you can see me here. No. Okay, ready, steady, push on the wall. The foot that's by the wall is going to step forward. And we're going to turn our way from it, and we are starting now. Big belly breath. Really turn that chest away. Big belly breath, pushing through the feet as well. Pushing this arm into the wall. We have about 5 seconds-ish to go. Big belly breath. Okay, we're going to flip to the other side. I'm actually going to stay right here because maybe seeing the other side will be helpful. I'm going to push my arm into the wall. The same arm that matches my leg. I don't know, that leg steps forward. And I'm going to look away. And that's all the time. Perfect. Ready, steady, go. Big belly breath. Pushing your arm into the wall. Other ways you can do this, fun facts, are like on a chair or something and turn away. 10 seconds to go, big belly breaths, keeping that turn away, pushing the wall away. And that's it for chest. Oh my gosh, cool bananas. Have a quick drink if you want to. I'll look at our next one. Oh, we're doing a thoracic, which I think Michelle likes. It's one where we lie down and we do this crocodile arm thing. If you want to strengthen while you're doing it, you could hold a little weight or your drink. And we're going to stay on the ground. We're going to do clamshell. So before we come down, I would like you to, if you don't have a circle band like this, tie your band so that it's a circle maybe about this big. You want it to be hard enough that when you put it around your knees, it's hard. If you've done stuff with me for a while, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to pop these around my ankles before I lie down, otherwise it's going to be hella awkward. So maybe you can do the same. We're going to do our upper spine first. And then we're going to do our lower back. And then that should be us pretty much done. Okay, I'm going to face the other way. There's my dog chewing a toilet roll. And it's super duper annoying. I'm going to put these around my low thigh because that's where it's going to end up, but we're not doing it yet. So I'll show you the crocodile arms first. We're going to do 2 rounds of crocodile arms and then a kneeling one for the same part of the body. So lying on my side, my hips stay stacked. They're not going to move. My knees are stacked. My ankles are stacked. And I'm looking forward. I'll just show you super duper fast. I'm going to come up 2, 3, down 2, 3, keeping my hips stacked. And we breathe at the back. And you can see that my hand is nowhere near the ground. That's because I have scoliosis. And you'll see over the course of this little drill that it will get better. Not scoliosis, but it'll get more movement. Okay, let's go again, because this is 2 sides. We're only going to do 1 on each side, but if you want to do 2 and you're watching the video, you can pause it and do it again. Okay, big belly breath. Up 2, 3 to the top, down 2, 3. Stay looking at the hand that's lying on the ground. I think that's right. And you just breathe at the back end and then you come back. Up 2, 3, down 2, 3, breathe. Come back. I can feel like a cramp wanting to happen in my middle spine, in my ribs area. and come back. Back. Last one. And we're going to do the same thing with our 5 pulses. We're going to do it a little bit faster. I try to keep it simple because otherwise, I don't know, it's complicated. Okay, let's go for 5. And then on the back end, we're going to push and hold for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, we're not holding and breathing at the back end, keeping our hips stacked, we're limiting hip movement. 4, and 1 more, 5, and push down, 2, 3, 4. That's already down a few more inches, and come back. Just relax for a second and push 2, 3, 4, 5. I was going to do a thoracic thread through, but given the time that we've got and the fact that we'll see more difference if we do the same thing, we're just going to do the same thing and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds and that starts in 5 seconds. So breathe in and then we're going to do the other side and hold when we are at start of 30 seconds. Fantastic. So keeping the hips stacked, pushing this arm down. Big belly breath, keeping the arm actively pushing down, paying attention to the hips. We want to have them pushing in the opposite direction to the arm. We have about 5 seconds left. Big belly breath. That is it for that stretch. Oh, push it away. I'll show you the thoracic thread through just for shits. You take one arm and thread it under, temper to the ground, and we can look up, and there's a real nice twist there. And when we do that as a drill, we use a band and we push through. So we do that another time because there's so many things you can do for everything, but sometimes people want variations. Okay, ready, steady. We're going to warm it up for about 8. I can't remember what we did before. Okay, up 2, 3, down 2, 3, breathe. Our hips are stacked and staying still. Come back. I think we only did 4 or 5 last time. Up 2, 3, down 2, 3, breathe. Come back. Up 2, 3, down 2, 3, breathe. And come back. Last one of this motion. And come back. Now we're doing our 5. Remember, we don't stop at the other end now. We're going to go 5 together now. Over and back. 2, keeping our hips stacked. This is all about our upper body. 3, 4, and 5. Push, push, push. 2, 3, 4, 5. And come back and relax. Give yourself a wiggle if you need to. And up and over and down and push. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Have a little wiggle if you need to. And we're going to do our 30-second hold. And then one more exercise. Breathing in and out and hold. Big belly breaths, pushing your knees toward the ground, pushing the hand on the ground toward the ground, tipping the hips toward that hand, pushing the hand away. We should feel an opposing force in our body, really. It's like, it's not just sinking this way, it's everything on this side is tipping forward, and here we're pushing this back. I hate when I start at a weird time. It's so hard for my brain. Push a couple more seconds. Okay. So with clamshells, hopefully you're in this position like me already, because this is our last exercise. We're just going to do, we're going to do 4 or 5 quick ones just to warm it up, and then we'll do our 5, 5, 5s and a lower back twist. Okay, let's go. 1, we're just going to push for 5. I think we might skip the first one because we don't really need it. We're pretty warm. Okay, and we're going to push this up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release, and go again. Push it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. We'll just do one more 5 just for shits because we missed the first one. Up 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Now, because our lower back is going to be a twist, we're going to flip over and do the same thing again because it's a different motion. So we can swivel or just turn away from me. That's fine too. Head back in your hand. We're in an L shape here. Shoulder blades in our back pocket. Big belly breath. Ankles are stacked. And we're going to go 5. Opening. Push at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. My microphone's doing weird things with my zip. And up again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're going to go one more. This is really good for your lower back pain. If you have lower back pain, push the knee up. Our ankles and feet are staying together. We're almost perfectly on time. Okay, get that band off. What we're going to do now is a lower back stretch. I'll show you it super fast in case you don't know it. We're just going to hold that for about 30 seconds. So what we're going to do is cross our one knee over the other knee. Our arms are out nice and wide, palms facing down. I'm going to shuffle my glutes, my bum to the right a little bit. And then I'm going to tip my knees down. I'm going to keep my shoulders on the ground. Okay, let's go. I need to look my God, steady. Big belly breaths. Keeping shoulders on the ground. Okay, that's enough for that one. Come back to center. Shuffle your glutes to center, feet back on the ground. Push your other knee over. That's my left over right now. Shuffle my glutes to the opposite side, left for me. And we're going to tip now, and that's our 30 seconds starting. Big belly breath. Big belly breath, pushing the knees down, shoulders are anchored to the ground, arms are out wide to keep us balanced. And last breath, that is it. Okay, that is it for a half hour spine and back workout, flexibility workout. Any questions, make sure you let me know.